Oh, hello, 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 everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully you're all doing well. So I figured we're going to start a little early tonight. Not a whole lot, but we're going to start out with doing new Hildibrand stuff. And then we'll probably move on to doing some demos or something else for the rest of the evening after we finish this. Nasha Maharaka's expression is equal parts consternation and anticipation. Hey, Air to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from yours truly, I assume. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar in Everkeep for signs of this Hildibrand character. It's pronounced Hildibrand. Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Oh, where could the inspector be? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet, and I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. Why don't you tell me the whole story again and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem? So, you followed rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here. This thing was caught inside the dome when it appeared, and from your perspective went through 30 years in the blink of an eye? Sounds like crazy talk. Well, as you know, strangers in my line of work, that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. So we've got no leads on the man himself. I say we'll try jogging memories aboard about this shiny starship instead. We'll want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks like the one outside the residential radii. Let's go. Let's see. For the least amount of running, I want to go over here. Old timers aplenty, as promised. Pick a prune and get to it. I saw that illustration I lent to you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. Aha! Well, it's better than some sketches. I had to sketch the inspector's face to make things even easier. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes two. You and Detective Hardball will have to share. We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy. Even the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus. Well, you, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers. Right, let's start showing the picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hyun and Hetsaru. That might have hailed from outside the dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shatona. help you? I'm sorry, but 30 years ago I was practically an infant, far too young to remember much of anything. That picture is very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you? I mean, that's a bit mean, but he's not wrong. Just mean. What can this old lady do for you? Years ago? I honestly don't recall. My memories of that time are faded at best, my dears. There's a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. It really captures your essence. That's Lockjawed Mug? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, it does. Negligence caught your eye. Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that make you soft. When I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city, I need something that's weathered and weathered as I am. I'll stick to my eggs, thanks. Yeah, I'd rather have the coffee. What'd you be wanting with me, then? Can't say I'm familiar with it. But I do remember 3 decades ago when I was still in the bloom of youth. Well, middle age. Say, I remember you. That clever kid who took back me verbal tonic from that thieving horse hun. That was a good bit of sleuthing, it was. No need for all that. Was just doing my job. Sorry to see that tonic didn't do its job, though. It's not about growing my hair back. It's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start the day without it. 40 years of using a never-keep-made product? Ah, that's right. You're Alexandrian, born and bred, same as me. So you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. No one said it would be easy dredged up by eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I suppose a Shatona fellow heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky this time. Lovely day, isn't it? I'm not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Oh yes, the craft I do recall seeing. When I yet felt the sun upon my face, I was living a very different kind of life at the time. It was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well, even now. Do you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Yawata to the north. I didn't mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. There, what'd I tell you? Let's find your pal Nalshu and share the good news. No sense knowing anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? So it came down somewhere near this Yukata place. I don't suppose either of you have been there before. Research facility, you say? If some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, then Wager's people soon scoped it out. It seems we have a destination, but how to get across the lake? Our forger, of course. They have those hover cargoes. I just so happen to know one of an accommodating disposition. Right, that's our transportation sorted. What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this Wada when I'm just only learning such a place even existed. What's your deal, anyway? I'm an ardent admirer of Inspector Hildibrand. Can't imagine why anyone would admire the man, at least from what you two have told me so far. Still, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Let's just on with the investigation. My forger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the drift downs. Better pack a dose of Nashu's delights. Those explosives of yours? Leave them behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. Bring them. Hey, you need transport to Uwawada? The hover cargo is ready if you are. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls. At least it should be safe to split up and have a look around. These halls feel a little bit bigger than what the normal, like, dungeon version of this is. reason I listened to the records caught my attention and led me to a different door. I had to rustle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship mystery. Did you turn up anything yet? I'll keep him in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal Nashu and head there now. Inspector Hildibrand, there you are. You two been yanking my chain? This clown doesn't look anything like me. All opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. Here, give this to the detective. I don't wanna. I don't wanna do it. Appreciate it. Pretty powerful for being so small. I never could refuse the kindness of strangers. These punks must be feeling lucky. See, if the machinist weapon would look like that, I would love the machinist weapon. There's no need for firearms nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Attention everyone, follow my lead if you please. Hildibrand doing Michael Jackson remix? Oh, not quite. Oh, yeah, more so. Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildibrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. By the by, who is this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardboiled, your soul twin from another world. Why, my dear Noshu, this man possesses a nary a speck of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. I can't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of you seem practically identical. The odd thing here is how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charmed those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? The inspector has a very unique physique for one, and as for the zombies, he's had an exceptional rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. So, we can consider your missing person case closed. Which leads me to chew on something else that caught my attention. Earlier, I smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildibrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. With that face? Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even inspect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. So we're in the same business, eh? Makes you wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I too am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. The dame, she's your assistant? Loyal and steadfast. I had an assistant once. No, ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. This would be just the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks. Ooh, new case. More than one quest. Detective Hardboil's veteran nose has picked up the scent of a new case. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom and learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts? But the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success? Sounds about right? I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed. Apparently he dismissed the Tyrell withdrawal as impossible to control and instead chose to pursue his research using less ordinary beasts. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his own soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as all that. No, he saved the honor for convicted criminals. Seems he put up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, and yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. How awful! What became of these now criminally minded creatures? That's the million credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a barfly's tumbler. A little digging into the operations log showed the cage's locks were opened only recently, which means we find ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evildoers on the double. Yes, there's a chance they're causing trouble, and as a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figure belonged to the author of those research notes. It's very banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. Right, I'll take a crack at the storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Well, the bad news is the device was in an even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all its contents. A quick pass handed me some scraps, though, enough to piece together a partial file on one of those experimental subjects. It states our surviving researchers stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fellow didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Just like that ain't likely to change his stripes just because he switched bodies. Yes, it's all becoming clear to me. His intentions are obvious. Our ambitious escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. The soft-boiled, I guess, as any I've heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do is follow the screams. No, if he's plotting the heist, it'll involve a target outside Everkeep. And he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate, neither. But something that really caused a nuisance. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle the quarry outside, and I mean now. Okay. Where do we need... Do I need... Okay. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? Avoid any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We've had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. The strange part is that our guards didn't see a damn thing. You need a hover cargo to move those heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed coming and going. There, what'd I tell you? A sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is? Then, if there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. It's mighty kind of you, friend. Then let's have you bait the trap with a sack of electrope. Placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest. One tempting sack of electrope coming up. There, that should be the trick. Call that thief for me. Will you? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. The trap is set. Now we wait. Oh, this is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good, not good. That's our thief. After him. We've lost sight of our quarry. He's gone to ground in the middle of a field of Cyclopses. We got us a wise guy. Not a tough guy, though, according to his file. It says he's got no stomach for fighting, so we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. course, even if he is a coward, he's a big boy now, so he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, and we'll take him together. Me not bad, Cyclops. Oh, wait, well, here. The inspector and the tech self in pursuit of that screaming Cyclops. Come on, let's not get left behind. Damn it all. We have you now, Fiend. There's nowhere left to... Ow, 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 ow. It's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Out with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I'd tell the likes of you. Have it your way. I hear this thing's worse than chili sauce in your eye. No. Now, detective. Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman. Move, damn it, move. Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you hadn't. This is my show now. Lose the gun or the girl gets it. You too. Weapons on the ground. Ew, is he twitching? You had a chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine. That didn't hurt at all. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, horror, acts of violence. Oh, are the inspectors all lit up? You gotta be kidding me. That shot had enough juice to take down a Gumfortherium. So bright, too bright for me to bear. The pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a coblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us? You shone like a precious jewel. I yield. I'll tell you everything. Soft-boiled and cracked. I never wanted the electrope. The researcher freed us commanded me to seal it, and I handed it over every block I took. So you aren't just being your usual thieving self. Alright, so what's this researcher's name? You never told me his name, I swear. I know him only as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. Alright, where do I find him then? None. I was supposed to meet him out here with my latest haul. I bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you. Alright, I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you still have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the 10 men authorities. Don't worry, I'll explain how you're a crook in monsters' clothing, so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9. Surely Detective Hardyboyle must now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. In your dreams, pal. I handed the Cyclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that researcher fellow's Fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. Can't figure his angle out yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure. Where those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible. Maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. And that's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, then I could use your help out there. You shall have it, of course, Inspector Hildibrand is at your service. Got my trench coat in a twist when your pals started dancing in front of my gun. It's only fair I tell you why. It has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him. The Crime King? That is horrible. It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere, under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. I see you've connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Yui Wada. Yeah, me and him have got a history, so if he's running off free out there, somewhere in our new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardy Boiled. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution. I don't recall asking what that softball did to do a damn thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe we'll have a new lead for us to follow. I was hoping to see our hulking Cyclops squish those curious rats. The craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle. But no matter, I have more than enough electrip now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents. Huh. Wait, are we... When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil for the same length of time every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft, and any more, they're overcooked. It's only if you have the temperature exactly same. We're out of time today, so here are some I prepared earlier. That one don't look right. The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't try to make your own at home. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next episode of Inconceivably Further Hildibrand Adventures. I'm annoyed that they're over already. See you, Inspector. Okay, well, that finishes up that.